Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Jerusalem are the Israelites. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So it says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, have fought against the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. See, but guess what? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who don't want to come back to the knowledge of the truth, then you're going to get hit with this plague too. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. All right? Thermonuclear fire, and the fire from the chariots of the Lord. Okay? That's gonna be the plague, the ultimate plague. Okay? Because there's gonna be other ones too before that, like famine and race riots and all manner of evil and pestilence. Okay? That's coming. Now, I'm gonna go back to Revelations 18. You know what? Matter of fact, let me hit Isaiah 48 and 20. 48 and 20. What does that say? Isaiah 48 and 20. It says, go ye forth of Babylon, flee ye from the Chaldeans. And the Chaldeans are basically your modern day elite white people, so-called white people who are running Babylon, who is running America. Okay? It says, go ye forth of Babylon, flee ye from the Chaldeans. With a voice of singing, declare ye, tell this, utter it even to the end of the earth. Say ye, the Lord hath redeemed his servant Jacob. Okay? Matter of fact, it says, and they thirsted not when he led them through the desert. He caused the waters to flow out of the rock for them. He clave the rock also, and the waters gushed out. There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked. Okay? There will be no peace unto the wicked. All right? This is back in Revelations 18 and 5 again. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven. I'll read 4 again. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. I'm going to read that one again. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you. So we're going to reward. See, a reward ain't always a good thing. See, a reward could be a bad thing too. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you. So as they have done unto the Israelites, we're going to do back unto them. But it says, and double unto her double according to her works. So everything that these people have done to the Israelites, the apple of the Lord's eye, his chosen special people, it says, do unto her double according to her works. Whatever she have done to us, we're going to do back unto them double. It says, in the cup which she had filled to her doubled. So the cup that she gave us, all this, and she talking about the whore, that great whore, Babylon, all right, America, we're going to do unto her double. All right. And that is a righteous thing with God to pay them back. All right. To double what they've done to us. All right. This is 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense meaning payback, all right, payback, tribulation to them that trouble you, all right, and oh, have they troubled us. So now it's going to be a righteous thing with the Most High God to pay back tribulation, trials and tribulations to them that troubled us and did what they did to us. Okay? This is Jeremiah 30 and 16. It says, therefore, all they that devour thee. You know what? Let me see. I'm going to read from 1. I'm going to jump around a little bit, but get back to the point, which is in the 16th verse. This is Jeremiah 30 and 1. It says, the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, thus speaketh the Lord God of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord. And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. We are going to be back in our land. He said, I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel, meaning he's going to take us out of this captivity. He's going to redeem us, and we're going to be that special chosen people again. Okay? And we're going to go back to our land, and we're going to possess it. Okay? With all of existence. I'm going to jump to verse 10. It says, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord. It says, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee. But I will correct thee in measure, and not leave thee altogether unpunished. All right? He said he's going to make a full end of all the nations, whether I have scattered thee and what they have done unto us. All right? But he said, hey, I'm not going to make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. I'm going to punish you for, what you've done. All right. And that's what's happening to us right now. And then the 2/3 of our people, 66% of our people that don't want to come to the knowledge of the truth, they also going to get that destruction of these other nations. But then they're going to be redeemed as well, and be birthed back into the kingdom of heaven by the elect. But you don't want no parts of that destruction, man. I'm telling you. So verse 16, it says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So we got to give them double what they've done to us. In Revelations 13, it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And here it is, we're in captivity to this day. Okay? Whether you still believe it or understand it or not, we are, they have never let us go. They have never let us go. Okay? We still over here. We're not in our land doing the things that we should do, having liberty. All right? Because liberty is the true meaning of liberty is the right to live as you should. The right to live as you should. All right? This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel, talking about the northern kingdom, the the Latino tribes, as well as the Native Americans, they are known as Israel, and the children of Judah. Judah is the southern tribe, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, so-called Negroes. All right, Judah, the so-called Negroes that's here in America. All right, the Jamaicans, Trinidadians, and Belizeans are in the West Indies. They're the tribe of Benjamin. All right, and Levites are the Haitians. All right, today's Haitians. Those were the southern tribe. So it says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel, the northern kingdom, and the children of Judah, the southern kingdom, were oppressed together. During the time of Jeremiah, when he got this vision, only time the southern and the northern kingdom were oppressed together was in ancient Egypt. See, now we're oppressed together in modern day spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Babylon. All right. It says the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Okay. So we're still here in that captivity. Okay. And so we have to reward them double what they have done unto us. We have to reward them double everything that they have done to us. So going back to Revelation 18:6, it says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to the work unto her works. And the cup which she hath filled unto her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. Because the America, they have and the rulers of America, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, all right, have lived deliciously. So it's telling us, hey, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. This is how they think, all right? It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. Okay, I'm going to hit a couple precepts on that. Matter of fact, Isaiah 47 and you know what? I'm going to just start at the top. I'm going to try to get through this fast. Isaiah 47:1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Talking about America. It says, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. All right. Talking about Esau, Edom, the rulers of America, the rulers of Babylon, namely the elite. All right, these banking elite. All right, they call themselves Jewish. Okay, that's running the world right now. It says the earth is given into the hand. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, they are the wicked, but now they're through. That's why Isaiah 47 is saying this. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal. Uncover the locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. That's uncover all the things that they had hidden. All their secrets are being told. Okay? All those secret societies and all those things that they just wanted to be, just like, for instance, in the Forbes magazine, here it is. They say that the richest people on the earth are the people that's named in the Forbes magazine. But then the names of the banking elite, those who own the banks, who runs the world, they not named. Okay? See, but like the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Wahlbergs, okay, all those are being exposed. This Illuminati, Okay, the elite, the enlightened ones that's here on the earth today, that know that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the chosen children of the Most High, the Israelites. They know it. All right. So all that is coming. It says nothing shall be hid that shall not come to light. And it's coming to light because this place is done. Verse 3, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. It says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. It says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my own heritage. Talking about the Israelites. He said he was wroth with his people. All right. I was wroth with my people and polluted mine own inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. They showed us no mercy. OK, since the time that they came into power. All right. Back during the time of the Greeks. All right. With Alexander the Great. All right. And then his 4 generals who came, Antiochus Epiphanes. Read about him and what he's did to our people, man. They showed us no mercy. All right. During the time of the Greeks, during the time of the Romans. OK, they showed us no mercy during this time right now. OK, the slavery and everything that was done. OK, it says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand because we disobeyed him. He said that if we disobey him, then he's going to scatter us and give us into these other nations' hand. All right. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever. So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it. All right. See, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, didn't think of the latter end. All right. They was just all up into now. All right. And what they doing now and running the earth now. All right. And their greed. OK. Verse 8, it says, therefore, hear now this, thou that art given into pleasure, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. This is how they think. Verse 9, it says, but these 2 things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss, and that's the precept, you know, in Revelation 18 and 8, it says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. All right. So back in Isaiah 47 and 9, it says, but these 2 things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thy enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers and the stargazers and the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even with thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander everyone to his quarter. None shall save thee. So even all these nations that have drunk of your wine and your fornication and your philosophies and your democracies, okay? It says, they shall wander everyone to his quarter. None shall save thee. They ain't gonna help thee. All right, for all thine enchantments and thy multitude of thy sorceries and thy divinations and thy lying and everything that you've done. All right, to hoodwink and bamboozle. All right, the people. All right, America is through. Okay, and those that basically run it, so-called white man. All right. So back in Revelation 18:9, it says, now I'll read 8 again. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Because all these other nations, they, live deliciously with her. So they're going to be all messed up and bewail and lament for her too. All right. Even though they mad and that they got hoodwinked. It says, when they shall see the smoke of her burning. It says, verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Okay, so this place is going to be destroyed. Here it is, all the prophecies are come to pass. Okay, there's this last two that needs to come to its total fulfillment. Okay, but this place is done. This is talking about America right here. All right. This Babylon is talking about America. All right. And who's running America? Who's on the money? All right. The so-called white man, Esau, Edom. Okay. The wicked of the Bible. Okay. And this is how you know, man, that this Esau, Edom is the so-called white man, because this is the last time. This is it. After America goes down, then the kingdom of heaven will be built up, and that's going to be a world without end, a rulership without end. It says you're going to, for matter of fact, if I can get that real quick, and Daniel, let me see if I can find that. Right. This is Daniel's chapter 7 and 18. It says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. All right. The Israelites are the saints of the Most High. First and foremost, starting out with the elect of the Israelites, shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever, even forever. All right. A rule without end. It's going to be for eternity. All right. All these other nations had their time. Okay. This is Genesis 25, and I'm almost done. Hit these last couple scriptures and wrap it up. This is Genesis 25 and 23, 22. It says, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord, talking about Rebekah, Isaac's wife. All right. It says, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. The elder shall serve the younger. the elder shall serve the younger. Let's see who the elder who shall serve the younger is. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. The first would be the elder, right? And the elder, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. Esau. But it says, and they called his name Esau. Esau is Edom, okay? The so-called white man, the Edomites, okay? So they came out first. It says, verse 26, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, all right? Israel had 12 sons, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, so I'm going to hit Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. It says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. The rich are the Israelites, sit in a low place. We're low right now. Verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses. Now it says the elder shall serve the younger. Esau, the Edomites, the so-called white man, shall serve the younger, Jacob, the Israelites. Right now, the Israelites, Jacob, the royalty, is serving Esau, okay? Because they're in rulership right now. Jacob has all Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You didn't build this place up. Okay, you built this place. You serving him. You have all the service jobs. Okay, he's the one that's ruling. So this, it says, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. So everything is flipped upside down. That's why in Psalms 82 it says the earth, the foundations of the earth are out of course. Everything is backwards. Okay. I have seen servants upon horses and princes, royalty. Israel is the Hebrew word for Israel is Yasher Allah, which means he prince of the power. We are those princes walking as servants upon the earth right now. Okay, that's what we're doing right now. But the Most High said he's going to overturn that. Okay, this is Ezekiel 21. Ezekiel 21. And 26, it says, thus saith the Lord power, remove the diadem and take off the crown. This shall not be the same. Exalt him that is low and abase him that is high. See, when you're upon a horse in rulership, you're on high. When you're a servant, then you're low. Matter of fact, it just said in Ecclesiastes 10 and 6, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich, all right, which are the Israelites, sit in a low place. Because we're not rich right now, but we are the rich, okay? See, but everything is backwards right now, okay? So it's the servants that are truly rich here now, all right? The servants, the natural born servants, Esau, Edom, which are rich right now, the so-called white man, right? But the one who was set up to be rich, ultimately, now, since the foundations of the earth are out of course, now the rich sit in a low place. It says, I have seen servants upon horses in power, servants, these Edomites, so-called white man, they are in power right now. They're the one that's on horses. It says, and princes walking as servants upon the earth, very low. See, but Ezekiel 21 and 26 says, thus saith the Lord God, remove the diadem and take off the crown. All right. The Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is about to remove the diadem and take off the crown. It says, this shall not be the same. Exalt, put him on high, exalt him that is low. the Israelites, starting off with the elect of the Israelites, and abase him that is high. So those that's on high right now shall be abased. Verse 27, it says, I will overturn it, and it shall be no more until he come whose right it is, and I will give it him. All right, the Israelites.